use my affiliate link to support the channel down in the description. All right, so we're roasting your deck list, of course. This is one of our favorite weekly, bi-weekly segments that we like to do on the channel, where we roast our Discord's deck lists. We review them, of course. We give constructive feedback and criticism, so you guys can get some advice on how to build your deck better. And then also just like roast some really bad deck lists. No, all in jest. So this is a 41 card build with, what is going on here? I don't even, am I reading this list for stream? Please be nice. Okay, so can I ask what is going on here? Because I feel like this is a joke of a list. 3 Aluber, 3 Kit, and 1 Albaz. Why 1 Albaz? Like, you die when that thing gets pistealed. And then also the 3 Kit with 3 Aluber. Like, are you just like, I'm not trying to afford $2 Cartesias. I'm not trying to afford Quem, I would understand. Prosperity without Quem is arguably one of the worst things I've ever seen. And Sal's ban in the main deck, like, I get it, but I mean, you have to cross out with the Ash Blossoms and the Droplet and the Super Polys. Like, at least you're breaking boards, but also like you're forgetting the Branded Lost and the Branded in Red. Side deck here is a little more coherent. I mean, you got like the full Super Poly package with the Draco Quest and adding Nister. I mean, super polying every board. I mean, at least you have hand traps, right? Like, you might just win to board breaking and hand traps and resolving a single Branded fusion, right? And like summoning a kit. Side deck is a Jowgen, 4 Bestials, 3 Cosmics, 3 D Barrier, and 3 evenly matched. I would love to give you more criticism on this deck and real advice, but this list is terrible. Like, well, how did we review this for the first list? Who let this through? I just want to make someone mad at locals is the updated comment. Okay. I've gotta like cleanse myself. We gotta like take a palate cleanser on that one. We have Sammy K in the chat. I have their dragon, their Thunder Dragon branded list. 60 cards. You'll love to see it. With the classic signature Sammy, 3 Fenrir in the side deck for some reason. Sammy, I wish you'd just run in the main deck, but I understand. Like, I mean, who do you side Fenrir for? Like, anything going second? I mean, you have the patchwork as well, which goes nice with Fenrir, right? Extra body for Guardian Chimera. Then you also have the dragon or Thunder Dragons. You run 1 Dragon Dark, 1 Hawk, which allows you to bridge into the Colossus, which isn't bad. But you're running a lot of bricks in this one. Like, you do have the patchwork engine, like Poly, Edgimp, and Frightfur. These cards are good, but like they really don't facilitate a whole lot besides breaking boards and alert bait. So it's like, I feel like you could cut those entirely and maybe get down to a 50 card build, because I think the upcoming meta is gonna have a lot more droll than not. So you could definitely just like drop the patchwork. I think would definitely be the play in this main deck. I mean, if you want to run Thunder Dragon, you know, that's on you. I think it's a very fine and good engine for playing through Shifter, honestly. So, you know, we have that option available to us as branded gamers in the chat, but you do run the high spirits in the 1 white. I mean, you could also like go to more high spirits build too if you want to like get more gas. It would be, I mean, I guess like does high spirits work with Colossus? I don't think it does, but I think it might. That'd be interesting. You could like bridge high spirits with like dragon and then do that. I don't think that's how it works, but you have 2 Mirror Jades, 1 Boral, 1 Colossus, 1 Guignol. You need 2 Guignol. Just do the 2 Guignol over Masquerade. Masquerade's cool, but good players just play around that card. It's good for time though, right? So maybe you could side it if anything. I mean, you do have the 3 Fenrirs. I want to know what the 3 Fennies on the side are doing, but It's a never cook again. MetaGamesGX is Sammy. Yeah, basically just please never build another deck list. I mean, we're gonna have Liam coming in here with Gimmick Puppet Turbo Part 3. Like that's the thing. At least get some Gimmick Puppet in that list. But and Sammy, where's your Gimmick Puppet? Do you have too much respect for your opponents? No, and then I like the 3 Minecon. I actually think Minecon's quite good right now. I'd run the Snatch Steal just because it's pretty like it's pretty free against purrely, right? Then you have like 2 outs, the Herald and the and that and like Minecon's decent. It's just not great in our deck. It does definitely break a board against Apo though, so it's good in that respect. I think it's better than Bestials right now. But you do have the 2 Bestials for the Voiceless and the Branded, and then the Fenrir's for all around and evenly branded. Beast is quite good as we showed off that combo. I don't mind it. Pretty good list overall. Abyssal King has another 60 card list. We love to see it. We love to see it. It's the flavor of the month. And then we have 3 Aluber, 1 Adlib, 3 Tragedy. You love to see it with 2 Quem, 3 Cartesia, 3 Shrouded, 1 Kit, 3 Saranir. It's a high spirits build, so pretty standard. I do like the brand white. I do like how you don't. This is kind of how I would design my deck, my current build, like without the patchwork. I think this is a lot better. I think you could frankly remove like the theater though and like add a little bit more. Like I mean I think this is pretty much enough for Allure to facilitate. I mean the brand sword and the banishment might be a bit too much in terms of bricks with like the theater is all I'm saying, so maybe you should go like 50 in a build like this. Like remove the banishment sword. I don't think there's enough mirror matches right now. Like remove a tragedy, remove a dramaturge, remove a tactics or something. I think tactics is fine though, as we all know it's quite free. 2 Guignol, you'll have to see it. 2 Mirror Jade, you'll have to see it. 1 Masquerade could, I mean, you have the Boral, so I won't hate on it. I mean, other things to consider would be like Magnum the Reliever for the Tenpai matchup. I don't see a lot of people here respecting the Tenpai matchup, which like, we'll have to see how that goes. But I think overall, we're going to have to respect it with like maybe 1 card at least. Side deck Phantasme Cosmic. Phantasme is cool with high spirits, so I approve of that. I just, you know, right, it's only going to be against the Snake Eyes deck, basically. So that's where I don't like it. That's where I stop liking Phantasme, because it's basically only for 1 deck and like Rogue. Then Cosmics and Dark Ruler. Like, I run Phantasme sometimes at my locals because I have Sald and Marincess there. 3 Dark Ruler, not bad. I mean, you have the droplets, so that makes sense. We got Romian, the Branded Idiots deck profile here. 60 cards. We love to see it. Immediately gonna say probably just remove the patchwork engine. Stop playing into Droll. I mean, but then again, you do have the Pod Desires, so this is a Raoul special. Pod Desires is cool. This is kind of something similar, right, to like the Eric Topol build. So I won't hate on it, right? Like, especially when you have Allure, like this could work, especially when you run 1 poly. I would just like, you're not on high spirits either, actually, so it might work better. I don't know. I just think patchwork is pretty bad right now, but I think the main deck is pretty good overall. You do have the Magnum plus the 2 Guignol. No Boral. I think that's fine if you have the Magnum, but I'd probably run more Boral over Masquerade. You'll just get more utility out of that. You do have extra stuff in the extra or side deck for facilitating the patchwork plays going second. I mean, you have a lot of board breakers, right? This is a pretty free format for board breakers with like not a ton of Omni negates. So I think that's pretty understandable. That's why I'm also on a lot of board breakers personally. Romian said play this list at locals, did very well. Double loss felt good. Having a backup in case Desires is also great. Oh, I see why you're on double loss. That makes sense because it Desires. I like that a lot. I think double loss isn't bad, to be honest, so that would be the most logical situation to run it in. I didn't feel like puppet locking this time, was just trying to out-combo people. The kit is supposed to be 3rd talent, but hasn't arrived in mail. Very nice. Congratulations. Jake the Mountain Man, goat in the chat. Don't know if he's still with us right now, but this is his updated 45 card list with 10 pie in mind. We do love to see the Ghost Ogres. I think Ghost Ogre will get actually like just better with time, so definitely get them. Get your high rarity Ghost Ogres now. So yeah, no, this is Jake's list. It's a mini high spirits build, so you run 2 high spirits with a 2 Saronir plus the Lubellion. I'd probably run the Magnema at that point. You might just I mean, you have the double shrouded, probably run triple shrouded too at that point, but like it is what, and just like up to 3 high spirits. So like you might as well just max out on it, right? Go like 47. I don't think that's a bad idea. But besides that, I love the main deck. Main deck's fire. A very good like 50 card or like below 50 card version of like the high spirits build we're talking about with like droplet. You know, this is kind of like my build, except I've added in like Nadirs plus super polys plus a bit more gas. Yuri Diaz, yes. Did we ever get 100 likes for your YCS deck? What do you mean 100 likes for the YCS deck? Did I ever do a goal for my YCS deck? Sammy, you cannot do it with Thunders. I don't like Puppet, to be honest. Plus, it just feels win more at the moment. Fair enough. I don't think it's too much win more, but like, to each their own. Yuri Diaz, yes, the Great Guardian Fusion is a Thunder 2500 attack. No. Bro, if there was a high spirits target with a Thunder in the X deck, I would be playing Thunder Dragon Branded. Yuri Diaz, are you serious? Is there a target? Says Raul. Yuri's like, yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. I like this deck a lot, though. You love the Mind Cons. Very good against the Apo decks, plus the Change of Heart with the Herald of the Abyss. Like I said, Snatch Shield's pretty free in all these instances. I also like the D barrier for the thrust target. Plus the cross out with the Ash Blossoms. Very tight, but good and understandable extra deck. And then the one Shadal Dragon for like stun. I think you have Boral. I would probably add Magnum though over the Masquerade, so you just up your percentage against stun because you don't have a whole lot of side hate against them. But you do have the Ogre though, so that is a card to consider against stun, right? Sammy said Fenrir was mainly as a deck thinner and out to difficult monster. I did mainly just throw in a Fenrir's filler because I didn't know. Fair enough. GZ1000. Really annoying Runic Stun player, so I made an original Sin. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's good against the super poly decks, but this is a pure Chimera with branded, obviously. So we have a standard package of Chimera cards that are good. But you do run the Edgem package, which I guess that's fair. How do you like that? Feel like you could run more of a Despia engine instead and, you know, do more combo plays. I just feel like running like Quem plus Cartesia plus opening plus an Aluber is just like better than the Edgem package personally, but that's just me. The Diabells for the Runic Stun players. That's interesting. We could side that for Runic Stun, right? Like as a Gimmick Puppet against them. I don't know. Like, I feel like Gimmick Puppet still just does it, right? And then you have some hand traps plus a cross-out package in Super Poly. Extra deck is a Chimera extra deck. I mean, yeah, in terms of the main deck, that's kind of what I would change. Maybe, like, the Fright Fur package up. Obviously, like, your mileage may vary. I don't play Chimera all too much, so, like, if it works for you, if it works for you. But I think that the deck gets a way higher ceiling and is way more tournament ready when you put in the Despia cards, like a little small engine. Side deck, Crow. I think Crow's great this format, frankly. I think Crow's way better than Bestials right now. And then Nel Shadal plus the Shadal Fusion package with Shaken Naga and not. Where's the App Cologne? Don't we need App Cologne? App Cologne is so good with Guignol. Or I guess you don't run Guignol. Oh, I guess it makes sense because you branded Fusion off the Gazelle. That's cool. Cosmic and then Evenly. Nice. I like the list. Blazing Branded King Yuri Diaz himself with his 60 card pile. Oh god, what is going on? What is that card in the side? What is this card? Please let me know. It's next to Threatening Roar. Anyways, so his list has 3 Gimmick Puppets in it. So Sammy, how does this build make you feel? I feel like this build kind of like, it really like would get under your skin. Like you and Yuri are on the complete opposite ends of the branded line. I don't know, but then we run a Dramaturge, but we also run the 3 Gimmick Puppet because of course we need the Ido in case they banish our first 3 Gimmick Puppets, and we're going against Flu. Obviously you gotta cover all your matchups, and then you have the Shiren, and then the 3 Cartesia, and then the 2 Quem, and then the Allura Darknesses. I feel like Allura will unbrick those Gimmick Puppets in your hands. And also you run the Sprine for the high spirits targets. It's so funny because like there's like a half argument that the Gimmick Puppet thing, it could be like a high spirits bridge, right, to send Sprine, and then like full combo. You can full combo with brand high spirits plus Sprine plus like one other card. It's pretty nice. You run the give and take though too, so that's the other meme in this deck. You love give and take in case they DD Crow your Gimmick Puppet, and then you can just be like, great, I'll give and take my other Gimmick Puppet. This is a crime, says Sammy. Yes, I agree. You do have the Blazing Branded King, and then of course the theater, because why not at this point. You run the double Masquerade, which is funny because you at least have the Shiren, so at least we know what we're doing there. But why are we running 1 poly without the Gem Chain package? Can I ask you that? Like, what are we doing here? Unsearchable poly? Come on now. Super poly package, a 7-card super poly package. You know, that's what we love to see, folks. We love to really just kill our side deck's potential at having a good match, to have a good spread by investing 7 cards in 1 engine. And then we have the banishment plus the Threatening Roar. I mean, Threatening Roar I like for Tenpai. It's like a good 1 card, just like insurance policy against Tenpai. 2 Grand Guignol, right? I know, right? You need the 3rd to send the 3rd puppet. Like, what are we doing? What if they banish the first 2, says Cheesy? Yeah, like, what if, like, he goes Unicorn into number 80? You know, you gotta think about the lines. What if he goes Buzz King on your ass? On top of Fenrir, you're gonna be looking stupid without the 3rd Grand Guignol. I'm done with this abomination, by the way. Oh gosh. Here, shout out Good Talker in the chat. Well, I've been running lately on Omega. Might put it on paper and run it this weekend. Hope you do. Would love to hear how you do. It's always fun to get out at locals, especially if you have a good scene. We have 41 cards. You'll love to see it. 3. Oh, he has the Ghost Rare. He has the Ghost Rare Branded Fusions. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it on the yugioh Omega. You have the Bestial package with plus the Gimmick Puppet. You have the 3 Cartesia. You'll love to see it with the 1 Quem. I think 1 Quem is just fine in this kind of build, but certainly something that like I would recommend getting if you can. But obviously the card's like $80 now. It's really annoying. It's really annoying how that card's so expensive. They should really reprint it soon. There's so many decks that's been using that card over the last year. Before the Megatons, it would be nice to get like an ulti Quem or something, right? And then we have that is something we could very much get next OTS, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it because we're getting Exodia ahead, so it's like the spaces are limited for ultis. I like this list. It's pretty simple. You know, you got the Super Poly Droplets, very close to Clifton's list. Very good, very good. I like the side too. Nice hand trap package. I think hand traps get a lot better in Branded once you have a smaller list like this, so you can see them. You can see multiple hand traps, so I'm down with it. You know, I think Nib is very high impact. Like I said, either Droll or Nib right now, and then I think Ghost Ogre covers a wide variety of options. So, and it's also a good Sanctifier target to revive. Also because it's like Mercurier, where its effect can activate on field. Fun fact. Shout out to Jake the Mountain Man for pointing out that fact. I completely forgot about that. Uriel Diaz that trap that we didn't know what it was called was Branded Judgment protects Masquerade. Oh, okay, I understand. I see the lines, brother. Samothy K3 I've updated now. You don't have to re-roast, but the imps are gonzo. I'll check it out on our way back. GZ1000 edge jump is the main reason I've won a lot of games. The fusion lets me use the Chimera cards that adds. See, that's why this is going back to GZ's Chimera deck. I said take that with a grain of salt. I have not been piloting Chimera personally for months. I do keep up with the deck, obviously, and I know the lines. Like me and Raul talk Chimera every here and there, but I think overall, it's just not how I would play the deck. But if it helps you, then like totally understandable, and keep it in then, brother. That is the lovely thing about Branded. Play it how it works for you, and keep at it. You know, keep mining that vein. You know, that Yeah, no, this is a cool list. You got the Change of Heart, Blazing Branded King. Blazing Branded King, very good general use card right now, I think, and it's a thrust target. Helps you go first. Get going first cards with the Cosmics. Cosmic, I think, is pretty good for Runic Stun. I don't think you need it, but I think it's very good for Runic Stun right now. And just like the various field spell decks, so that's why like you can maybe take out Ogre if you have the Cosmic, right? Taito, decided to cut it down to 50 and try and see my side more, though I really want to find room for something like D Barrier. Oh, we got Branded Synchro Taito in the chat. How's it going? How's it going? I don't know if you saw in our last Branded Synchro list, but I remember someone had like the SP Pater combo in there. I was like, oh, that's neat. Yeah, no Baron though. No Baron, right? Rest in peace, Branded Synchro, some people would say. But, like, I think this build is kind of showing there's still a lot to do, right? Because you still have a Luber into, Bristol Luber into the Dispater with SP. You do have the 3-brand fusion with the High Spirits. High Spirits makes sense. You have the Regain, like I said, with the Droplet, the Tactics. 3 Quem. I think Quem is way better in this build, even though Quem is really good in our build anyway. 3 Lubellion. I feel like a build like this will get infinitely better when the new Light and Darkness dragons come out, which I will have to make a video on. Someone requested that I make a video on that, but there is new support out in the OCG that's going to be giving Branded an access to a new Omni Negate. That is very good. And they have really good extenders. I think that card will be very good in the Synchro Branded version, frankly, but it will also be very usable in our version of Branded. Yeah, no, this is cool. You love to see different builds of Branded. I just still think that Synchro... I mean, this build is basically playing Branded Despia, but if you get, like... If you don't see Brand Fusion, you're playing Branded Synchro kind of thing. Because at that point, like, this deck... I mean, you have the Gimmick Puppet, right? Like, you're playing Branded. But you do have, like, an option B for the grind game. Also, like, Dissipator and SP, it's like, you don't have to resolve Brand Fusion game 2 and 3 and, like, start setting up things through that. I mean... It's just kind of still working against each other, 2 engines, but I still like the originality of it. 3 hit mind control, 3 evenly, 3 nib. You'll love to see it. Masquerade in the side for time. Cool list, 2 Guignol. You like to see it. All right, here's Vanity's 2 lists for the stream. Let's check these out. Oh boy, got a huge one here. Standard patchwork, just like Lure of Darkness build. Not really too much to say on the main deck. Like, I don't hate it. You know, like I said, patchwork I don't like personally. I wouldn't be running it, but you know, you could definitely see a lot of room to just like cut this down to 50. Then you have the Diabells in the side deck. For Runic Stun, Super Poly decks, maybe. Probably not. And then the Druid Swarms and the Dark Ruler, and then evenly matched with the Board Breakers. You love to see it. You love to see it. With the Destructive Daruma Cannon for the Raid Raptor matchup in purrely, because obviously that card just says bye to Towers monsters. And then you have the Brand Banishment for the Branded Mirror match. You love to see it. You love to see it. Extra deck, pretty standard. Not too much to say. And then here's the other build, the Thunder Dragon build. You do have the Fright Fur package. Just cut, because you really can't run the Fright Fur package with the Thunder cards. Just too many bricks. Facilitating one too many bricks. Besides that, like, yeah, just cut that. Same side deck. Here's November's deck list. He said, please be nice to my list, Mr. Streamer. Just because you said that I won't roast it too hard. I've been roasting some lists. These lists that you guys send me get crazier every week, I swear. At least Liam's not here to send me, like, the most abominable thing ever. Shout out Liam. We love Liam here. Raul, Sander, Alba is the goo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sammy, the decks I keep my eyes on, excluding Branded, are Sprite and Plants. Really, Sammy? Do you like to play Rika then, or are you playing like Ragnar Reiko? Or both? Raul Sanders, no seal and Branded Synchro. Oh yeah, you do need to have seal in there. Yeah, for sure. Taito, I was thinking if Sanctifier's banned, I'd play Spheres and play Ching Ying. Oh, okay, Taito, I got it. Lighting Decklists cards are non-DB, but it lives. Raul Sanders, so need someone to make me the custom of the fusion. Oh, the new lad doesn't seem very good for Branded. So Sammy, because you have 14 slots taken up usually. Raul Sanders, I've not played a match with it yet. I'm assuming Sanctifier is banned when it comes out. Yeah, I mean, I think it still enables us to have a nice, like, you don't have to run much. You can just run the fusion. It's just a one card thing you can run, right? Like, you can make it no matter what, with just Shrouded Dragon and Lubellion. You don't need to run any of the other guys. I probably wouldn't run the other guys. I would just up Lubellion and Shrouded Dragon to facilitate that card. And then, like, Brandon White and stuff like that. Well, Sanders, Romian, channel member in the chat. I feel like the new lad would need to be made after your graveyard end phase effects with red and your opponent's turn, probably with Lubellion and Albion the Shrouded. Yeah, exactly. Sammy, just remember, Raul, that the card is mandatory. Yes, it is mandatory. Yeah, Sanctifier will be banned by then. Who knows, honestly. Like, honestly, Branded is not doing much in terms of performance. Like, we might get Sanctifier for life, Frank. Folks. Raul, it can negate own cards too, but I still don't think it's that bad, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a free Omni negate. It's like 4 Omni negates. It's like an Apo. Just use it up. Then it also floats, right? So not bad. Just irk the Ash, man. It's not that hard when you get the hang of it. Just Raul things, just murking Ash. Bro, we started the hand trap. We started with hand trap Branded. I think that's the winner so far. I have a game against Purrely. Got 4 hand traps still played. That's crazy. You gotta send me that Raul. I'll play it. I'll play it. MetaGames, what do you think about the Altar of Albaz? Says KC 1997. I think the Altar of Albaz is amazing. It looks great. I love the little like fire like spirit with a face too. And he's got like his Mirror Jade blade out. Like he looks bald, and he has like the Gara like sand like vase on the back. Like he's balling out. He's dripped out. We love Albaz. We love the glow up. Him and his girl. Yeah, this list by November is pretty good. Just take out the... No, you don't even have patchwork. Or no, you do. Yeah, take out the patchwork. You don't need that. You'll get a nice 50 card list without patchwork, and you can still run Allure. Just like run another... I mean, you already run 2 Tragedy, Mercurier. You could probably even drop a Mercurier, frankly. Then run 3 Cartesia. Besides that, it's a really good list. You do run the Dragoon plus the Gura plus the Mud Dragon. I think you need Boral somewhere in here, so cut like Masquerade for Boral. No Stapelia, but I think that's fine when you run Dragoon. Side deck Bastille, Sal's ban for calling Ash, I guess. That's always funny. I don't think Sal's ban is that great for our deck, but honestly, it's like fine as a side deck card. Evenly and then Alba because it's general use, right? And then Cosmic and Feather Dust are not bad. All right, let's see. Zelda Duelist list here. Here's Zelda Duelist list. I think that they were giving a bunch of advice on it yesterday. Yeah, so I know Zelda Duelist doesn't have thrust, so like they run 3 duplications instead, so it's understandable. I would just probably run the Deer instead. Just better card in this situation. And then you have the Ghost Ogres. I don't think you need to main the Ghost Ogres. Like, we aren't going to have that bad of a time against Tenpai. And it'll give you a more consistency, just like taking those out. Get a double Quem, get the 3 Cartesia, take out the Druid Storm, take out the Magnamut. Or I guess if you're going to run the best heals, like take out the Druid Storm and then run a High Spirits. And And then you have the Albulinadus, and then the double Albion plus the Sanctifier, with the Querdus, first Querdus sighting, or sorry, Despia and, oh god, Proskinion. Pro Foreskin. And then, we got the, Electromagnetic Turtle in the side deck. It's not very good against Tenpai because you have to use it in the battle phase. So, you know, Transcend, it gets under Transcend. What's up, Jake the Mountain Man? Finally off of work. I am free. Congratulations, congratulations. You'll love to hear it. You'll love to hear it. Hope you have a good shift, my brother. I just roasted your deck list, brother. Honestly, I liked your list a lot. You have a nice and tight list. I'll have to go back to it, but yeah, no, this is not a bad list by Zelda. So, here's Sammy's updated list after criticism, after being thoroughly roasted. 55 cards, you'll love to see it. With the Thunder package, with the Bestials. I think with the High Spirits, like, in the Shroud, I think that's probably fine. You just might want to run, like, a Saronir over, like, a Mercurier, unless you really, like, find yourself liking that double Mercurier, right? Or, like, going triple High Spirits. But, yeah, no, this is a good low. Snatch Shield is cool. Snatch Shield, I just feel like, ups your win percentage against Purrely, which is already a higher matchup and is effectively the same thing as Mind Control when you run, like, 3. You know, it's already a thrust target, right? Does Branded count as an engine? It says mechanical WM. Huh. This is certainly a deck. What are we trying to accomplish here? I mean, obviously we're trying to... I mean, why do we even run the Gimmick or the Sanctifier if we don't have the... We should be running Gimmick Puppet at this point. Like, there should be a Gimmick Puppet in here. He runs the Cannon Gen. Only one cat and 3 gens. Interesting. Thought you would have to run maybe a more homogeneous ratio. You run out. Oh my gosh, this is a cursed list. This is like Dogmatica, obviously, but it's like you might as well just run the Puppet. That's what pisses me off about this list. There should be a Puppet in here. It's like, what are we doing in here? What are we doing? Are we trying to make friends here? We're here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! 40 people watching right now. How's it going? How's it going? Make sure to leave a like if you have not already. We're right now roasting our Discord's deck list, as we love to do on a bi-weekly basis. Y'all love to send in your deck list, so I gotta keep doing it. So no, we have fun. We have fun here at MetaGamesGX, DespiaGaming.com. All right, we got stacks 17. How many stacks he got? He's got 17. Definitely got a 40 card main deck though, and you'll love to see it. And we have the Super Poly and Droplet combination to break any board under the sun, but we have no thrust, so sad face. I'd probably be running three talents at that point, frankly. But this looks like a more of a budget build, right? Like 1 Quem, 2 Cartesia. I'd run 3 Cartesia. But you do run the Dragoon plus the 2 Mirror Jade plus the Lulu. Lulu's pretty bad without Nadir, so get Nadir Servant there, my man. You're not playing through any hand traps with this build, so you do need Nadir Servant in the main deck. Plus you're running Garura or Super Poly already. It's just so free adding the Nadir Servant plus the Maximus into this build. When you do that, you will love me, because this build will get 20 times better. It's very close. It's very close to being great. Advices appreciate. I'm somewhat new to competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! So no, that's totally understandable. I actually really do like your list. So if you're somewhat new, I'll give a little bit more advice. So like Droll and Nib, I feel like definitely those power hand traps that are nice and branded. I think you can keep them, frankly. I think Droll covers a lot of just random matchups, and you already have the Super Poly plus the Droplet, so it's like fine. I think Magnuma plus the Bestials give you some coverage. I just would probably run Crow over Bestials personally right now because it covers your Purrely matchup. You don't have the Herald of the Abyss, so I'd probably run a Herald of the Abyss or the Crows, right? I think Bestials were really good last format. It's just that a lot of people, or the fire decks, aren't even putting their IP in the graveyard. I mean, a lot are, but until that, like, lines get figured out, and we start figuring out if IP is going to the graveyard or not, I'm not running Bestials for fire. It's pretty bricky. Yeah, no, deck looks pretty good. I would probably put, oh, here's Elik's deck profile. Elik says, good to have you back, brother. Still on that duality sauce. It's criminally underrated at 1. I feel like I'm the only one running it. I'll be on into Sanctifier, Grand into Dragoon. So good. I was actually talking to Yuri about this last night. I'm about to go back to the one as well, actually. I'm straight up about to go back to 1 duality. I think 1 duality with 3 Cartesia is way too free. I'm surprised you aren't on 3 Cartesia, my man. Might as well, but I guess you're on 50 cards, right? So it's like you don't have a whole lot room to cut. I might cut like a single Talons, get a little more engine in there, because I feel like a build like this has a high likelihood of drawing just like Talons, Thrust, Droplet, Super Poly, plus like an unplayable card. So like reducing those amount of hands is like a good thing in my opinion by adding in a 3rd Cartesia, maybe even like 2 Shrouded Dragon over like another Talons, and then like whatever, but that's just like neither here nor there. I do really like the main deck here though. That's just like 3 Cartesia. I'd recommend 2 Quem. You love to see it. Standard. You'll love to play through Nib here. Side deck, Ash Blossom for the mirror. I don't like Ash Blossom that much personally. I think Ash Blossom, I would just rather run Bell in this deck personally, but like I get it. Like, we saw Sam Zhang run it pretty successfully, so it's definitely usable, man. Definitely usable. I won't hate on it. I'd side in the... I'd main the Borreload, though. You kind of need to main it, but you already have a pretty tight extra. I would just, like, remove the Predaplant because you already have the Dragoon. You don't need it. And then also you need the double Guignol for a lot of lines, so I would probably just remove the Stapelia for the double Guignol and call that a day. And then like maybe remove Lulu for the Boral, or because Lulu in my opinion you don't really need a lot of the time. It's a lot of the time you just send Titanclad and Albion. That's what you want more than anything. And the only thing that Lulu is facilitating is you not sending your Titanclad. Yeah, no, Duality's really good though right now. There's so many hand traps. I'm actually straight up thinking about like running Duality again in Branded. Like, you need to get around hand traps, dog. Go Duality on a Grand Guignol before your Branded Fusion and look at the face your opponent gives you. GZ found this on Neuron I made ages ago. Witchcrafters. Yeah, I'm not even sure what any of these cards are. It's a Witchcrafter deck though, guys. Oh, it's Witchcrafter Branded. That's hilarious. Oh, they're all fusions, so I guess it works, but you also have links. All right. Now, if I didn't get your list, please get in now. I'm gonna try to scrap a few more lists that I just see in my Discord. Here is Yada's list. Frequent member of the MetaGamesGX Discord. They're siding Nadir. That's what got pointed out to me because I love Nadir sided. Very good. Very good for going first. You do have the instant fusion as well, which is interesting. And then you have for the Millennium Eyes for playing around hand traps. I don't really love it. I mean, obviously you have the Mud Dragon too. It's kind of free against fire, I guess. I feel like Lab is the top 3 most common rogue decks and Ash one-shots it. Yeah, I understand, Elik. Yeah, that was the other point I was going to make. I understand. Well, I was just thinking like Ghost Ball hits Branded, hits Lab, and it also hits fire, whereas Ash doesn't really. I mean, Ash can hit fire. Hang the Snake Eyes Ash on the tribute is pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty standard list. I don't mind it. Three cards easy is what I'd recommend here, and then like upping high or no. I mean, I think the Bestial will count for high spirits maybe. Like removing the instant fusion. Alrighty. So, let's see. Buddy is ready for 10 pie format. This is just a list that Sammy posted. The 60 card paleo goo. Oh, we have Jake the Mountain Man's. Oh my gosh, what a pretty deck, Jake. Nice camera quality too. Look at that beauty. He's always creeping. Oh, the side picture, so good. Yeah, no, Jake, I like your list actually a lot. Very tight. Very concise. I just like, oh, you were maining Ghost Ogre here. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't main Ghost Ogre, but I think that's understandable. I think you've changed it though since then. Jake the Mountain Man, I've been on Change of Heart for a couple weeks now, and he should just solidified my desire to run it. I've been testing out older cards since the Omnis took a hit. Change of Heart, Dark Hole. Dark Hole won me my match against Snake Eye Fire Cake. Format Apple couldn't stop it. That's hilarious. This 60 card list is a friend of mine. The Paleo one. Oh, really? That's crazy. It's a very cool list. I would never want to duel against anybody on that list. Just like, what are you doing half the time? I would just be like, pop it, kill. This was the list I tested last week. Very nice. I see the progression. Oh, Liam's not here, but here's a Liam list, guys. I don't even know what we're doing at this point with this kind of list, frankly. Like, what are we trying to do? Just give up our credit? Let's read some chats here. Samothy, Suncy Just is trying to cook Ragnarika at the moment, and I'm watching for a sprite list I love, because I spent full prices on that deck. Oh. That's crazy. You still have the deck. Yeah, hopefully Sprite gets some love. I don't know, that deck's been around for so long. It just feels like so, like, fallen off at this point, unfortunately. Boxcar OMG, this is my list. Very nice, very nice. KC1997, hope the other altar art that is not revealed to be Branded Fusion. Oh, we get one more altar art? Hopefully it's Sanctifier. It's just him, like pushing Gimmick Puppet on a swing. Jake the Mom Man, appreciate it. Been testing with some of the better local players prepping for Indy. Very nice, brother. Can't wait to see you at Indy. Sammy could see Saranir over Merc. Need more testing, fair enough. Yeah, I just feel like Merc, like Saranir is a bit better of a combo piece than Merc overall. Like, it sucks when you have to banish it, but like also, you don't need Merc. Unless you're doing like high spirits, sword goo like Raoul. I feel like Lab is the, yeah, no, I read that. Completely agree though, we gotta be ready for Lab. That's why I do like Dragoon right now. But I think that Lab is Pretty easy matchup for us overall. As long as you like know the matchup. Sammy, alright, Ritual Dogmatica guy here. This list is unironically good, although it should have been bigger Dogmatica package. Yeah, like what would you have ran instead? Deli, I don't know if Deli's still here, but I missed Deli's message earlier. I just got reminded. I'll do a branded market watch. It would be really funny to do like weekly branded market watches. That'd be so specific. But if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the chat. I would be down to do market watches for branded every so often. Here's Romian's 60 card list here. Tried a high spirits build, not sure how it works. Never played 3 high spirits before. I mean, I think 3 high spirits just allows it. It's kind of like running the Deer Servant, right? You're just comboing. You're just resolving branded fusion without needing to resolve it. I like the list though. Not bad, not bad. Desires can be rough, right? I do like the addition or the updates here. Dark Ruler, Gober. Good camera quality, says Sammy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even though this is like not my good camera. This is like my oh you mean Jake the Mountain Man's got it. This is actually unironically Jake the Mountain Man's webcam as well. He just gave it to me. Bro, he was cooking, but he always cooking some weird stuff, says Raul, the 60 card paleo guy. Understandable. The win con for a list like that is a rage-induced aneurysm. Fair enough, Jake. Couldn't be me. Maxi, rate mine. Sure. This is Mega Man Zero music, right? Says Romian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys know I love watching or playing that in the background. Sammy, I don't sell good decks. Sprite just fell off hard. It's too fair nowadays. Yeah, exactly. I mean, ever since Sprite Elf got banned, it's basically just been a fair deck. And also, like, it was really good when Josh Schmidt won with Runic Sprite, but, like, that was the peak of its post-Elf days, right? Alright, remember, get your Decklists in, guys, now. So, there's not too many left. So here is mechanical WMs. Here's my IRL Decklist. Kind of broke, so thrusts are out of the equation. Totally fair. Also, I'll review Maxi's Decklist after this. So yeah, this is a cool list with Fenrir and hand traps. Yeah, like I've always said, if you're running 60 cards and you want to run hand traps, you need to run a bunch of them so you actually see them, and this list is doing that, plus with the board breakers. I would probably take out the board breakers for hand traps at that point, or just like get to like 45 cards and then do hand traps, right? But I mean, you don't need 2 Lubellion, you don't need a Sarin, you don't need a Druid Swarm. You probably don't need the Banishment in the main. You probably don't need the white. You probably don't need the regain. I mean, I get what you're doing with the regain and bestial package. I just don't think it's very good. You're gonna be drawing hands of like hand traps plus bestials, and it's like you're gonna be fiending for some 2-card combos. You only have 1 Guignol too, so your brand fusion isn't even a 1-card combo. So you need to for gimmick lock. So you need to run 2 Guignol as well. I just remove the hand traps, frankly. I mean, you do run the imperms, right? That was a lot. So I guess, okay. If you want to keep the hand trap package, take out the Fenrirs and, like, put in, like, some Mourners or something. Or Bells. And then, like, maybe, like, cut down the Bestial package or, like, put in some High Spirits and up the Bestial package and, like, take out Lubellion. put like 3 Saronir, and then like 3 High Spirits, and then like, yeah, that probably sounds about right. That should work. Then like side some droplets because like power filter's not very good. Curry Car is cool though. I like Curry Car. I'd run that card if it wasn't like $1 billion. All right, Maxi's list here. Channel member in the chat, Maxi. That runic top was with Elf. Sammy, god damn it. I thought it wasn't with Elf. I thought this whole time runic or like Sprite fell off for some weird reason. No, it just fell off and Sprite Elf got banned. Jake the Mountain Man hand trap build like the last list outside crossout designators. That's totally fair. That's something I missed. I agree with that. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, guys, if you aren't already. We got 2 people watching Twitch. Shout out to the people on Twitch watching me. Go follow me on Twitch. We're trying to hit 100 followers over there. I'm at 59 right now. We also have 36 channel members out 40 for our monthly channel goal. Very much appreciate Jake the Mountain Man and Yuri Diaz coming through and, you know, closing that gap pretty hard. So let's get back to 40 channel members this month, folks. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all are killer. Got the best community out there. So we got 44 in the main. 2 Quem, you'll love to see it. The 2 Quem MetaGamesGX special. But you need the 3 Cartesia, folks. You just need it. You do run the Super Poly plus the Tactics plus the Thrust. So there's your board breaker package. I think you still need Droplet probably somewhere. But like obviously, I would run Nadir. Like you're not playing through a whole lot of hand traps with this kind of build. So I'd run Nadir to play through hand traps. Plus you already run the Garura plus the Mud Dragon. So just like run Maximus plus 3 Nadir and you are chilling. And this list is actually quite fire. Plus the 3 Cartesia. Oh yeah. Got the extra deck pretty standard. Just remove Masquerade for double Gwignall. You need the double Gwignall, folks. Learn the 1-card gimmick lock with double Gwignall. It's so good. I have a video on it. Go check it out. It's my last combo video. Second last combo video. My side is meh. Yeah, I'll mind your side. I just like it's like Jake the Mountain Man's. It's the Jake the Mountain Man special. I actually like the side. Not bad. You have runic stun options with Cosmic. I mean, I would just say I don't like crossout, so I'd just like run the Deers, like run things that you know like can help you play through those cards. Like we didn't need to run crossout when Lab was like was a bigger deck, and like also obviously Tenpai will be a thing, but like they have lines to play through the D barrier, so it's like. I don't know. What are we doing? Like, D-Bear is not doing a whole lot against them. Alright, I'm going to throw on... Okay, that was... Oh, wait, we got... Curry cars are on the down right now, says Mechanical. I'll have to pick them up. Thanks for the heads up. Thank you all for sending in your deck lists. I very much appreciate that. That was very fun. We haven't done that in a while. Felt good. It feels good to be back. It feels really great to be back. We've had 30 plus viewers this whole time. Really appreciate y'all. We're gonna throw on a replay from Papa Beer here. Mr. Raul himself. We got 3 replays he just sent through. I think this is the purely replay. The opening into the Aluber, into Branded Fusion. Gold Sarking out the Mercurier for Shrouded into probably pitching a Sword. To chaining High Spirits into sending Titanclad. Then you can go Sword into the Mercurier, but no, he has the Cartesia. But no, he has the Valor, but we do get the Thrust. After the Ash Blossom into the Sword into the Mercurier. See, that's the thing with the Sword line. Like, a lot of the time it's like 3-card combos in order to play through the Ash, which helps a lot. but sometimes you just can't make it. And I was just never seeing those lines running it.